In a lot of ways, the Startup Center is a venture fund. So we invest in some of the companies that we work in, right? I say some because it depends on the program that you're in. So we have a program called In 50 Hours, we have a dedicated program called the Resident Program, and we have an accelerator program where we invest in these companies. We also work with a lot of angels, and I think the good thing that is going on right now is that, I don't know if it's a good thing, but I think a lot of these large-scale mutual funds are not performing right now. And because of that, there's a lot of capital that is in the hands of lots of HNIs, which basically means all the HNIs are trying to find out whether there is a better way to get better returns for their capital. And the attention, because the media is basically starting to talk about tech entrepreneurship in the country, you always notice that tech stocks bounce back in the share market much faster than Indian stocks, right? So they're basically realizing, why don't I invest in that company when it's a startup, right? The side effect is that it's raining angels in the country right now, right? In a typical week, I'm meeting more angels than I'm meeting entrepreneurs, and I think that's a very scary bit right now. But the thing is that I don't think people understand what angel investment really means, right? So people are basically thinking that I need to write a check for 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs, and then I'll see this guy 5 years later, and I will collect my $5 million check. But that's not true, right? So even after you write your 5 or 10 lakhs check to this company, you need to work with this guy almost like you're running your own company for the next 3 years, so that you generate value. Value gets created by pure hard work. It's not a creative process, right? You just need to consistently work hard every day to basically make it happen. So I'm not sure if a lot of this new angels, so to speak, actually understand what angel is. I'm sure in that event that you went in the morning, people are talking generally about what's going on, right? But most of those angels are mature angels. They know what to get into and what not to get into. My worry is that some of these angels will burn their hands, putting in 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs here and there, and not finding enough returns. And then they'll basically say that angel investment is not working in the country, right? For example, I think the best metrics that you can find, most angels are not very open with their data, but Ron Conway is basically mentioned as one of the best angels that in the Silicon Valley, right? He has invested, he writes a check every week, right? So every week you have to make an investment. You probably are meeting about 25 companies every week, right? And then you have to also find time for your existing company. So it's a full-time job. It's not something that you can do part-time. So you realize in the last 5 years, he's been writing a check every week, right? So his portfolios that he has close to about 500 plus companies. And out of those 500 plus companies, 250 of them have died, right? 125 are barely surviving. About 25 companies are doing really well, right? So his take is that those 25 companies will actually return way more money than I have put into them, right? So the deal is that you need to be consistently investing. You can't say that I'm going to make a 5 lakh investment right now, and if this company doesn't make an exit in 10 months, I'm not going to do angel investment at all. You have to kind of look at it like a systematic investment plan, right? You have to keep making it, but you also have to figure out your position, right? Hey, I'm somebody who made money in the education sector, which means I understand the education sector. Hence, I need to invest in companies and skill. So I don't think it's a topic that we can probably talk about in 15 minutes, but it's probably a conversation worth having almost in a day, right? I think there's some way before the angels in India truly are worthy of the halo that they wear.